Go. Okay, so here we are, October. It's hard to say that. It's hard to say October, but it's October 9th, 2025. We have got a fantastic program. And why it's fantastic is we are combining fantastic content with important, timely information and strategies. But most importantly, it's fantastic because you are here. So thank you. Thank you. We're sparkling for each of you. Thank you. We put in the chat what you're excited about. Hey, do a little shout out for yourself. Do a little brag, okay? What you're excited about. I'm Kathleen Caldwell, founder of C-Suite Network Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. Hey, I'm excited about fall. Who is excited about fall? Beautiful. The trees are turning. The weather's a little crisp, feeling a little tiny bit of a chill in the air. I'm excited about fall. And I think that if we're always vibing life through the lens of, hey, what am I excited about? What am I looking forward to? What is life doing to support me in my launch, in my business, in my health, in my relationships, in my whatever, fill in the blank? Then it's life is serving you up. And so that's the perspective I'm leaning from. Hey, last week's program was fantastic. If you have not seen it, check out the replay. Really, really good. We talked about enrollment strategies, but today's topic is so critical because it's sharing from an authentic, powerful place, right? And, as our beloved sister Sheila Anderson always says, if people don't know, they need to know you before they need you. And if people don't know about you, how can they find you, hire you, engage with you, partner with you, et cetera, et cetera? So that's part of our council's mission and vision is to help you get more visibility out there as an esteemed faculty partner. Okay, so I believe, and this is going to be a session as we always do it, we're going to get in, get out, quick, 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 but I want to get you talking and sharing. So welcome to all of you. Thank you. And I believe that, as you can see on the screen, your passion and your purpose are your business superpowers, okay? What you do, who you are, the difference you make in the world. And we want to share that with the world. But at the same time, sharing is, I think, an art and a science. Who would agree with me? Sharing what you're doing, who you are, all of it. It's an art and a science, okay? Today we're going to learn both. And I'm very excited that next Thursday we're going to have a special session which is going to be where you get to practice and support each other in your sharing. Okay, so we're going to learn today, do a little bit of, we're going to have a little fun session here. We're going to spot the salesy, which is great. And we're going to then take next week to get in the game and actually do some practicing. Okay. All right. So what I'm wondering, and I want to get you sharing here as well, what you're noticing is we know it's noisy out there. How many of you would agree? Give me a little sparkle. It's very, very, very noisy. Okay, in the United States of America, we're going through a lot of stuff, like the world is going through a lot of stuff. People are transitioning from corporate jobs, federal government jobs, state and local jobs, all kinds of different jobs. And they're moving into this place that you all know, love, and trust and find fantastic, which is coaching and consulting and trusted advisor. So they love what we do. Hey, we get to role model something that's really fantastic, a great profession, being an entrepreneur. And so they want what we have. So we're seeing more and more and more people coming into our marketplace. And I noticed, I just did another survey and another research project where I'm noticing now that there are about 4 million people on LinkedIn that have the term coach or consultant in their title. And it was about a year and a half ago that it was like 2.4. We're now up to 4 million. Okay. So we've got to be able to stand out so that we can serve our ideal clients. How many of you would agree with that? We got to be able to stand out in our offers. Okay. So, but how you share determines whether people lean in or lean out, right? Lean in to say, wow, what is it that she's doing? I need to find out more about that. Okay. And of course, and thank you for the grace of, I got a lot of text on these slides. Thank you for the grace of just let me do it. And we're going to move through it. But a lot of people mistake that sharing, they think they're sharing, but actually they're selling. And it's not such great selling because it's there's an art and a science as we talked about this. Okay. So authentic persuasion creates, I believe, trust, not tension. So how many of you feel like you've heard people kind of doing a share, but it's kind of a undercover, not so undercover way of selling something that they're up to, or kind of doing a little bit of like kind of a hard kind of sharing kind of thing. How many of you know what I mean? It's sharing, but it's disguised as really selling. Okay. So the difference is, I believe, is it's if we're enthusiastic, but we're also sharing that it's there's no explanation. The explanation sometimes, and I'll show you what I mean in a moment, the explanation becomes the pressure. Okay. If we go into a lot of like explaining what it is and how it works, and I'll give you some examples in a moment, that's where I'm going to ask you to volunteer and do some of our little spot the salesy. That's something that doesn't work for us. Okay. So here we go. Spot the salesy. I don't know if you can hear my little music here.
No. Mhm.
Okay. So this is clapping because we're going to play spot the salesy share. So you can clap instead. Woo! I want to have this be a little bit of a game show, okay? So I would like someone to read this and imagine you're in a networking group. Imagine you're at a C-suite network celebrates, or you're posting on LinkedIn or Facebook or Insta, and you're just, and this is not necessarily you, but you are just expressively, like really, really, really posting this or saying this. So I would love someone to just give it all, be your most schmaltzy, salesy person, and jump in. Okay. We're trying to be a little silly here, ladies. Okay. I'm trying to demonstrate what not to do. Come on, jump in. Come on. Carol, I think you could do this, right? We got to engage our alter ego, salesy girl. Okay.
I just helped another client land her first corporate contract using my 37 module system.
37 modules. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you. How about another person, another sister here? Jump in now. Come on.
Okay.
You get to do this.
I am thrilled to announce my new 87-week program with daily coaching. It is changing lives.
Oh my gosh, Amanda. Carol, oh my gosh, this is so exciting, right? You hear this and you're like, oh, wow, right? Not. Okay, great. Thank you. How about another one? Come on, jump in. Come on. I need the salesiest, schmaltziest one to do here. Come on.
Who wants to earn 500,000 K this month or year? Just comment below.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. So I'm sure, were any of you excited or enthusiastic or going, whoa, can't wait to hear more about that, right?
You
Okay.
lost me at word one.
Okay. Thank you. Love it.
All three times.
That's the whole goal. Yeah. So these could be posts, these could be sharing. Oh, I was so excited about my client who, oh my gosh, she made $500,000 this week, and it's like, hey, maybe it's fact, okay, but we've got a couple different kinds of things. I'm curious. Again, what we're trying to do is demonstrate what not to do. And I got to tell you, I have done all of these things in my long career. I've done versions of this kind of thing because there's a couple different kinds of like sharing that I'll share you in just a moment. But what did you notice? What was the energy like in your body? Yes, we're playing around and being silly, but what did you notice with those kinds of shares? Jump in. What didn't work, but maybe what did work, okay?
I
Jump.
wanted to make fun of them.
Yes, you wanted to make fun of them, right?
Do you want to earn $1 million in revenue? And I'm going to go, no.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, maybe, but I don't know about it. I don't, ooh, can I do that? Is she the right or is he the right? Like, what's up with
It's
that?
like when they call you up, do you want clean drinking water? No, I don't.
Right, exactly, exactly. And then, wow, okay, that's weird. Yes. Thank you, Angela. Yes. Who else? What did you notice? What was the energy? What was, because you've all seen varieties of this, right? You've seen it. And bless our newer coaches and consultants, people coming into the market. We're going to be seeing more of this, ladies. We are, because these are enthusiastic kinds of things, trying to attract attention, right?
So
Yeah.
we've all been warned.
That's it. That's exactly it. Yes. Yeah. What did you all notice? And there's no salesy shaming going on here. Okay. So don't even like, hey, I'm the queen of at least 1 to 3 exclamation points in all of my texts. That's my jam. So yes, yes.
So
Yeah. Jump in.
when you're
Yes.
telling me how many sessions I'm getting, but I have no clue what I'm going to get out of them, it's a little like, okay, but what's that for me?
Thank you. Exactly. And I purposefully put 87 sessions or 87 weeks. It's like, oh,
Crazy.
because yeah, it's like we now think that is not a good thing, right? When back in the day, there was a time when someone would say, okay, my 17 different modules, and daily coaching and weekly coaching, we would go, oh, great, like fabulous. That means more. And it's like, now, no, not so much. Yeah, yeah. How about others? Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Angela. Amanda, what did you notice with this
Uh,
salesy?
I mean, it just seems like a sales pitch. It's just
Yeah,
I don't believe you
yeah.
about your results. The results, it's like the weight loss commercials that have the fine print at the bottom, like not typical with your average. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Anyone else? The energy might have kind of been interesting, but obviously there was some enthusiasm, right? Thank you to you ladies who did the enthusiastic. Yes. Yes. We also know, and some don't, but if we make income claims or we make claims about money or results in our sharing, whether it's print or text or in person, the United States Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, may come after you. So we do not want to make claims about income. We don't want to make claims of results. And oftentimes you probably at the bottom want to have a disclaimer. So we'll put a disclaimer in our Facebook group. I am not an attorney, but I'll put some things that you can use. Yeah. And also this is nudging into the coaching and consulting industry, which is I will work with you until you get the results. Well, that's a red flag for the Federal Trade Commission as well. Okay. You may work with someone until they get the results that you're saying, but how can you guarantee that you will be around to be able to produce those results? So guarantees are tricky, tricky, tricky. Okay. Great. Any comments, questions? Okay. Yes. Carol, thank you.
With the one that I read, I'm so excited for my client. That sounded good at the beginning of it, that, and then the energy switches to my offering of, 37 module, whatever. And it's like,
Thank you. What an interesting subtlety, because thank you, because I would love to show you. Here could be some alternatives. Okay. So the we've got a couple different things, and I'm looking for a couple people who'd like to read this, but I'll read I'll read the first part and then, you all can jump in as well. I need someone to read the authentic part. Okay. So the excited coach would say, hey, what gets me so excited is helping my clients achieve amazing results. Guess what? VIP spots are still available. Okay. Right. Okay. Silly, silly. So, but uh, it's, yeah, we're excited about our clients achieving results, but hey, what you could be saying something like this, but who would like to read the authentic version of this? And these are just suggestions, ladies. I just want to get you thinking for yourself. Who would like to read the authentic version?
I can do that.
Carol, please.
This week, a client owned her worth and everything shifted.
Yeah. Yeah. So the energy makes me lean in and say, what does she mean by that? Yeah. Okay, good. Hey, and we just have two more, but I just want to illustrate this. Hey, who wants to be salesy here? Come on now. I need a salesy at the very top. The celebratory post, Come on, jump in.
All right.
Thank
So
you,
proud
Kathy
of my
Turchman. Yeah.
client who doubled her revenue. DM me.
Yeah, woo! Exactly. Okay, good. Do you want to read the more authentic version? Hey.
Sure. It reminded me how courage and consistency always wins.
Yeah, and maybe it's like a combination of I'm really proud of this client for this, and it reminded me of this. But it's that combination of the salesy part. Hey, she doubled her income, DM me, that type of thing. Okay, and then here's our last one. Okay, pointing out the salesy. Who else would like to jump in and read both? This is like a numbers heavy kind of salesy. Yeah, jump in. I'm making you work today, ladies. Just making you work. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Amanda, we
think
can count on you. Yep, or go
Yeah.
ahead. Yes. Susan or Amanda. Yep, jump in.
I helped 5 clients close over 100,000 this quarter.
Oh, exciting. Yes.
It's inspiring when women see their expertise and valuable to corporations.
Yeah, or whatever. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So maybe it's like a combination of the two, but you can see that one without the other, having a combination of the two is maybe there's a version of this, maybe without the numbers and, the testimonials that lean on a lot of numbers. I don't know about you, but I kind of I say, wow, I don't know about that, so just bringing up, watch the numbers, of course, watch the results, and there's other ways of saying it in the same way where it's more authentic and more real. Okay, great. All right. So I am curious when you are thinking about doing a share, and I think personally, we've got to share all the time. And having a system, a framework, and I'm going to give you a system or framework that's super simple that you can take and to model what you're doing and use this framework. Okay. So I think the powerful thing is, of course, thinking about before we share, hey, like what kind of mood am I in? What's my outcome? What's the energy I'm trying to transfer? Because emotion is energy in motion. What am I trying to accomplish here? Am I trying to get people to DM me, or am I getting people to, hey, let's get together and have a conversation? Is so different than, hey, DM me kind of thing. Okay. All right. So there's a lot of text here, but I just want to share that this is a very powerful sharing model. It's the what, who, to, and so that sharing model. Okay. Very simple framework. It's going to give you a consistent way to share that's really credible, gives you confidence, and it will help you clarify and communicate the value, the transformation you provide without sounding salesy or complicated or uncertain. Okay. So I highly recommend using this framework for posts that you do, you're sharing at events, you're writing things, your bios, these kinds of things. You're describing your offers. Okay. So here is the model. Why it works is We got to have it simple and consistent, something that you can say easily, kind of as simple as like, hey, pass the salt. I do this. Here's why I do it, and here's the outcome. Okay. It's very conversational. It's not got a salesy edge. And it's something that people can understand. And the more you say it, the more you're going to get a vibe from people like, oh, I get that. I understand that. And they're going to respond to you. Okay. Builds trust. It's built on, hey, transformation, not necessarily tactics. And it works in all cases. All right. So it's a very, very simple model. All right. Here we go. I serve, I teach, I mentor, I coach, I gather, I elevate, whatever the verb is that you use. What is it that you do? Okay. I train and develop, I educate, I communicate, thinking about, and so I'll go through the model and then we'll go through it step by step. Okay. So what is it that you do? Okay. And you could have like 10 different varieties of this for different kinds of scenarios. But what is it that you do? I do this and fill in the blank. You put in the blank. I collect, I aggregate, I create community, whatever it is. I work with CEOs. I work with groups. I work with cultures, corporate cultures. I work with women executives. I work with accessibility experts, etc. Okay. Next part of this is who struggle with X. Okay. And they struggle with this. 2, then you put in what is your solution or your process. And I'll demonstrate this in just a moment. And then the final is so that they can have what? The result. Okay. So here we go. We start with, and I'm going to give you some examples, and then in the chat, I'm going to put this in the chat for you so you can start using this. So we start with, what is it that you do? Okay. Then we talk about what's the struggle? Like, what is your audience, your ideal clients? What are their main pain points or frustrations? And then you add the solution like, hey, what's the process, the framework, or the philosophy that you use? And then we end with, what's the transformation? Okay. All right. Let me put this in the chat and we're going to go through it step by step. But the key thing here is the more you say it, the more it becomes natural for you. It just rolls off your tongue. You embody the message that you're saying. The first time you do it, the first couple times, it might be a little awkward, but the more you practice, the better you're going to get. Okay, so let me pause here for a moment. I'm going to put this in the chat here for you. And what are you thinking so far? Do you like the idea of having a system that you can use and you can use consistently? Jump in. What are you thinking here? And of course, I just put this in the chat. So you can, did you see this in the chat? Let me
It
try this
hasn't shown
again.
in the chat yet.
Okay, got it. So let me put it in here. By the way, the cool thing is you could use your AI assistant to be able to do this as well. So plug this into your AI assistant to be able to give you the framework. And maybe, thank you, very good. I love it, I love it, I love it. Good. Angela, question, and then Amanda, come on over. We want to come over to you. Angela, question.
Just a thought, because I know at least 2 of you are in Linda's thingamabobber, the Wednesday thingamabobber that we all get together for. This very much dovetails with what she's saying because it focuses on the other person's perspective, the other person's pain points. I caught myself writing in Tonto, I do accessibility because of the blind person. And then, I realized, no, that is selling from my perspective. That's not selling from the business's perspective.
Angela, excellent observation there. Wonderful. Yeah. So this is a fantastic opportunity for all of us to be able to find out, hey, what is it that they're dealing with? Because I assure you, what your ideal clients are dealing with now may have some threads and some similarities what they were dealing with a year ago, but there's some subtlety in what they're dealing with, the conditions that they're dealing with. Hey, Tariffs have impacted business. Interest rates have impacted business. The shrinking of the economy, the expanding of the economy. And I just found out that CEOs now are literally down to at least their runway is no more than 18 months. If they cannot produce results in 18 months or less, they're out the door. Okay. So the churn in corporate is definitely happening. Okay. So the pressure that they're experiencing is different. So we all want to meet the moment, and this gives people you an opportunity to talk to your ideal clients. Great. Comments, questions? Yep. Susan,
My
please.
question, because we're talking about engaging them, do we really want to start with this is what I do? Or would it be more of who struggles with, are you looking for this type of a solution and this type of result? Connect with me to learn more. Maybe, so that it's less about truly defining me, but more engaging of them and what they need, want, or are in fear of.
Right.
Uh, you went silent, Kathleen. You managed to swing over that button and turn yourself off.
It happens. It happens.
does.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. I think, Susan, what a great question. And I think engaging with our clients or prospective clients and having as many conversations as possible to start with number two. What are you struggling with? What are the opportunities? And you could even start with what are you looking for now? What's important? That final step of the process is what's going on? What are the results of the transfer? We wouldn't say transformation because people don't talk like that, but what's happening with you right now, aka the struggle, and what do you want? The before and the after. So I think filling it in, yes. And I'm going to show you some examples here in a moment where you can plug in different things. Yeah. So start anywhere you want, but in group sharing, I think it's really powerful to start with here's who I serve. Here's what I do. Here's kind of the context of this. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Uh, Amanda, we'd love to hear yours, dear. Come on. I love it.
No, I just put two in there because
Thank you. Would you,
Yeah.
could I put you on the spot? Do you want to say them out loud?
I was playing with them. Yeah, depending on which audience I have or which business model I'm going after. I teach entrepreneurs how to turn their hustle into a real business system with systems, funding, and strategy so they can scale with confidence. And I mentor women business owners who are ready to scale beyond six figures to access capital, automate growth, and build long-term wealth so they can lead with confidence and leave a lasting legacy.
Ooh, how do you feel about those?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do, but
Exactly. That's
what I
always a
do.
good thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
is what I
exactly.
do.
Yeah, yeah,
It just depends on the audience. It depends on who you're talking to. These things can change
exactly.
from situation to situation. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, thank you. And the credibility of which you said this, and of course, the more we practice it, I walk around and I'm sharing mine, I'm reading mine, I've got it on my phone. Practice, 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 practice is like I can then embody it. And so it lands over there with, well, of course, and it's a systematic way of sharing, which is so powerful, really clear, right? Doesn't have to be long. Yeah, good. Kathy, do you want to jump in and share yours? Oh, I like it.
Sure. So mine isn't really exactly following the model, but
It's okay. It's all right.
I give women a platform for becoming a published author by writing one chapter in a multi-author book. It's a great way to build visibility and authority in your business.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And I'm wondering also, is maybe there's a so that they can, the very, very end, so that they can um, be seen by their ideal clients, get a raise in their corporate job, it's like a very end, so that they can, what could be another really powerful result. So women would say, "Oh, I want that. I want that." Right?
Yes, so that they can be more efficient with their client intake and increase their business revenue.
Good. Yeah. Make more money, be more efficient with their time, right? Reach their ideal clients, um, leave a lasting legacy, kind of like some like one more sentence that could be like a mic drop kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Just some thoughts. Yeah. Anyone else? Really good. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for sharing. Good. Anyone else want to try something out here? Jump in. Yep. Angela, jump in, girl.
I teach businesses how to make their products and services accessible to people with disabilities and welcoming for all. I work with customers who are struggling with cart abandonment. People buy it and don't use it, or who have received customer complaints. Maybe they're being threatened with ADA lawsuits. And the transformation is their product becomes welcoming. Everybody can, you don't want to use the word everybody, right? Because then somebody will come up with an exception. But it can be used as intuitively as possible by as many people as possible. Greater engagement, more traffic on the website, more conversions, ultimately more money. And the peace of mind to know that you're as legally protected as it is possible to be.
Excellent. Excellent. So and I'm curious about your feedback. Jump in here. You had me at the first two sentences, girl. You had me. And I think for all of us, and I work on this myself, I use my AI assistant to say, make this 50% shorter and more concise. Make this more concise. And I think to me, the whole goal here is to say it literally in just a couple sentences, like literally 3 to 4 sentences max, and then be able to, the whole thing is, tell me more about that. I'm kind of interested to get people to lean in, right? Yeah. So that's, I think, all of our challenge is how do we say more, but have it be fewer words, right? How do we say more, but have it be fewer? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Carol, do you want to jump in?
Okay, yeah, this has not been AI enhanced.
Yeah, we're just practicing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you. And by the way, thanks, ladies, for getting on the court here, huh? Getting on the court. That's it. Yes.
I serve senior level leaders looking for greater recognition in the workplace to increase their visibility and elevate their voice both on and offline so that they stand out as the obvious choice for their ideal opportunities.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Great. And I'm curious for all of us, could we put also something in there where maybe there's just another kind of thinking about use your AI assistant to even come up with like a final like mic drop sentence, something that sums it all up. And Suzanne, I know that you've got some great taglines for your book. You've got some hooks, some great hooks that would be great as well. Not to put you on the spot here or anyone, but are there some thoughts about like what do you use as your hooks with your book launch? Or with the work you're doing, you've got some great little hooks.
Yeah, at the moment now my brain goes blank.
I should pull out your book here. I should pull out your book here and
Yeah,
pull them.
but,
Yes, yes.
yeah, yeah, I'm saying that I'm creating smarter leaders. I don't say that people aren't smart, but I say that they will be smarter. And I was just working with my line here with I coach CEOs who struggles with being like always on, or not having room enough to be strategic or think strategic or reflect. You're just doing things instead of leading. And yeah, I always do things in 99 days, like a quarter.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that is sort of my also signum, and I say it in all my programs, boost your bottom line or get your time back in 99 days or left, or boost your bottom line by 499K in 99 days.
Yeah, beautiful. So that could be like the very end so that you can uh, become a smarter leader
Yeah,
in 99 days or less,
yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that, the kind of the hook kind of thing. And then naturally, wouldn't we lean and say, "Ooh, that sounds kind of interesting." And of
Mm.
course, if you said 999 days, we wouldn't be so interested, but 99 days is like very interesting, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's you can see it in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Very good. Good. Anyone else want to jump in before we kind of complete here? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what are you thinking about? What's emerging from this framework? Pretty simple, isn't it? Simple and easy. Yeah. And I think it's also very elegant. Elegant. And I think trying this out, it's so interesting to try it out and verbalize it. Yeah. Other thoughts before we move forward? Okay. So again, practice makes perfect. And also, I've got a couple here, would love to lay them on you. And I'm trying this out for myself. Hey, is with the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council is, hey, I gather and elevate women coaches and consultants and trusted advisors who struggle with being seen, valued, and paid for their expertise. And I help them collaborate and use powerful systems for visibility and profitability. And I may like even take that out. I may even take out that particular sentence. But the bottom line is so that these women can confidently become the category of one in their market. Okay? All right. Kind of working it here a little bit. All right. Also, I have a Women's Success Accelerator, our VIP program for more intensive work, which is I coach women consultants and trusted advisors who struggle with pricing and selling their expertise. And I help them package and present their value to their ideal clients so that they can create profitable and purposeful businesses. Okay? All right. I know you're loving both of these, right? You're just loving it. Yes, yes. So practice makes perfect, huh? And I'm going to keep massaging it, but this framework works, okay? And of course, as we finish up here today, we know the big mantra is that we're going to serve them in this sharing model, serve them what they want. What are they looking for? We won't know what they're looking for until we ask them, of course. So highly encourage lots of conversations, okay? And of course, then we deliver what we know that they need, okay? What they want, and they want something in 99 days. Okay, well, we know that they're going to need certain structures and they're going to need certain things. So it's the combination of the two. All right. So let's gather again next Thursday. Short, sweet, 30 minutes, ladies. And we're going to have an actual lab and we're going to have a practice session where you can bring in, and we're going to be inviting a lot of ladies to come in, a lot of our sisters in coaching and consulting industry, because guess what? They don't know how to do what they do. And by the way, executives can't really articulate what they do either. Okay. So this is a universal kind of situation. If you have ideal clients that are in corporate, they can't really articulate what they do, why they do it, what is the struggle, what's the outcome. If they'll say, okay, I'm a brand manager. Well, nobody really knows what that means, okay? So you get to help your clients do the same thing. So next Thursday, we're going to have a Passion to Profit practice session where you can craft, polish, and share your particular sharing in your story, and come prepared with a couple things. And we're going to be in an environment where we're going to give you some feedback, lovingly kindness feedback, but straight feedback, so that you can actually practice and then leave after 30 minutes. We might go to 45 minutes max, won't be any more than 45 minutes, where you can actually practice and get feedback on your stories. Okay? Details to come. It's going to be in the C-Suite Network newsletter coming out on Monday of next week, and it will also be posted on the website. Okay? All right. Biggest takeaway from our time together. Biggest takeaway. Hey, like we get in, we get out, we add value, we get the conversation going, having us think about, all right, what do we need to do to up-level our lives and our businesses? So just curious what your biggest takeaway is from our time together. There you go. Biggest takeaway. Jump in.
I think the ones that we see most often are the ones that are paid for, are the ones that you shared in the beginning. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
it's, I'm assuming if they're paying for them, they're working, but I don't know that. Like you have to evaluate what's working
Right.
for
Exactly.
which industry, for which audience, and things like that. But
Yeah.
but showing the authentic, you know, what you're doing with your client always wins.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. And I so agree. And maybe there's the clickbait version, but the clickbait version that has got these results and all of these things. But when you get one-on-one with someone or you're in a group and you're sharing, because this is the thing too, when we're on Friday Celebrates or we're in different networking groups, being able to succinctly say, hey, here's who I serve, here's what I do, and these are people that struggle with this or they're dealing with this, and here's how I help them do that so that they can have this. Having it in a really short way, my gosh, I think that's a tremendous confidence booster, and it helps people be able to know you for what you really do, right? Yeah, thank you. Other takeaways before we complete?
Uh,
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Go,
Suzanne, thank you.
Susanna.
Yeah, to follow up on what you said, Amanda, I think that the first ones with all the numbers and all the DME,
Yeah.
in a way, is a more male setup way of
Yes.
selling.
Yes. Brilliant. Yes. It's kind of the bro culture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this works, but still, it's
I love him. I can't help it.
yeah, me too. And I think he's the only one who gets away with it. But
But but the
Right.
other thing to think is that
Right.
when he talks about it, he tells you it took him a year to set up what he presented in an afternoon. It
Yeah.
isn't a one and done shortly. And I think for me, the takeaway is always having identified enough of who your specific client is to really hone in on what you want to connect with. Because for
Yeah.
most of us, it's not about having a million clients, it's about having the few clients that we really can work with in the way we want to work with them.
Exactly.
And understanding that those that, like Amanda mentioned, those that are paying for some ad and it's the DM me, most of us are in connection with people we want to engage with, and therefore it's not asking them to DM us, it's engaging them in a way that they would respond naturally.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And I'd also like to point out that everything that you've been doing throughout the years, and I mentioned this the other day, is every post, every interview, every podcast, everything that you're doing all leads us. It's all your social capital. And so it all supports you in this. And then to be able to succinctly say, in a nutshell, I mean, what a breath of relief, to be able to go to an event and you be the one, you're the one. And I want to create this as a culture around the world, is we're able to just like get to it, right? We're not rambling, we're not going on. And it's just like energetically, it's like, oh, I get it. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. I'd like to learn more, right? Or not, but oversharing disguised, sharing disguised as like a subtlety of a salesy pitch. It get great. Thank you. Anyone else? Biggest takeaway?
Well,
And
go ahead.
go, Angela.
Okay. Several months ago, you were talking about making a video script and sending it to business leaders. And I think I'm finally ready to do that. And this exercise has really helped me write the script. I'm not there yet. I don't have it yet. Kanto and I are going to work on that as soon as we're done. But my chat GPT, um, I named him. But
Great team.
but yeah, I'm finally ready to start reaching out to people that I don't already know.
Good. That we already know. Right, exactly. Fantastic. And I think this is, thank you, Angela. This is such a great exercise to even get some feedback from your current clients who know you, like you, trust you. And, just tell them, hey, is this what, how does this land for you? What do you think? I'm testing out some new kinds of messaging, right? Really good. Let's involve them in it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's been the key for me is if I want somebody to do business with me is just to go with them with the pitch and ask their opinion. Not even, I'm not selling them. I'm just asking their opinion on what I'm working on. And then hopefully they get really excited. They're like, I want to do that.
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Good. Kathy, you were jumping in there as well. Biggest takeaway.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna comment on how it's always great to kind of refresh and look back on these things and redo our pitch or our intro or all of those things that we don't want to get stuck in kind of the usual. It's always good to look at it again.
Thank you very much. Absolutely. And let's try it out. I think the more we try it out, and maybe this is even like on your email, at the very bottom of your email, or when you're doing posts, and let's just try it out and see how it works. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Carol, did you want to jump in and bring us home here? And anyone else?
Oh, I was just thinking that yesterday I posted a video um, that started about how my client learned how to post on LinkedIn and what it made her feel like.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
Seen and people coming out of the woodwork that, people that she knew from long ago, reconnecting and how it empowered her. And I hope that it sounded as authentic as I wanted it to, as opposed to braggy. But I was saying that this is the same material that we're going to be going through in our visibility and voice intensive.
Absolutely. Very, very good. Well, thank you. And I think, it's also what are the results that we're getting? How are people responding to it? And this is all, it's just all practice, right? We're just practicing. We're coaches and consultants. We're just trying stuff. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Anyone else before we complete your biggest takeaway?
Don't be salesy.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Well, ladies, congratulations. Thank you for being here. Thanks for bringing your magic to our call today. And let's go out and let's not be the salesy. Let's just share, 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 right? Good. Okay. We'll see you very soon. Lots of love to each of you. Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thanks.